Hey guys, so this is the review for Wolfenstein the Old Blood. It's the review, it's the only review that's out there. Anyways, this was developed by Machine Games and published by Bethesda Softworks. It's Skyrim and Fallout. There's, Machine Games did put some references to those games in here. So that's kind of cool as a general thing. This is the general opening, okay? I have written down on Microsoft Word. It's important. Okay, so the Old Blood takes place before the New Order. So if you haven't played the New Order, Wolfenstein the New Order came out I think last summer 2014, from what I remember. It's like the first game I got for the Xbox One when I bought it last summer. Because I was a dumbass, I should have waited. Anyways. So it takes place before the New Order, so if you didn't play the New Order, you won't be missing out. But I highly recommend you go play the New Order because it's like cheap now. It's like $40 and sometimes it's on sale for 20. So that's a really good game. This is the prequel to that really good game. The New Order, like I just said, was really awesome. It kind of took me by surprise because I'm not that kind of. I'm not gonna pretend to be like really old and having watched Wolfenstein evolve, but I know what Wolfenstein was before, and I just never really played it. And then I got Wolfenstein: The New Order, also because it was like really the only thing like I could get for the Xbox One at the time. Last summer, nothing was out, and I was an idiot. Like, yeah, I'll buy an Xbox One for what was it? Master Chief Collection was coming out, but 5 months later. But yeah, the New Order was really good. I'm sorry, I'm talking about the Old Blood. Old Blood is also really awesome. So I think I said this already, but it's a standalone. So if you don't have the New Order digitally or physically, you won't need it. And that said, the Old Blood is also digital download only. I'm pretty sure. I went to GameStop and they didn't have it. And I think I read on Wikipedia, great source, everyone. Couple teams at Machine Games or Bethesda, they were working on like different DLC for the New Order. They're like, we'll just put it on the one standalone thing, charge $20. It's $20 by the way. It's a good price, I think. Yeah, this is like 3 DLCs. I guess they were working on just mix it into one. Big selling point for this is that you return to Cafle Wulfinsteyn, and we're gonna talk about it later. But thank you for listening to the general opening. All right, so next part's graphics. This is not the most important part. From what I've read, it's 1080p, 60 frames per second on Xbox One and PS4. PC, best option if you can run it. I don't know the specs because I don't have a PC that can run it. Working on that. And let's see. So I don't really care too much about graphics, but that does include art style. So you can actually see here right now. It's pretty, dark and gritty, whatever you want to call it. That really does work with this. It's not like a cheap ploy or anything. I was with that. Yeah, dark and gritty because shit kind of gets weird, later on. Like later in the game, the dark and gritty style really does help it.
Guten Morgen, Herr Jäger.
Graphics. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm reading this off a Microsoft Word document. Let's see. It's running on the idTech 5 engine. You can see here, everyone looks shiny. Look at his biceps. Look at his biceps.
Frankfurt. Sind Sie Frankfurter? Ja.
And really, that's pretty much.
Hot dog.
I think I covered everything on graphics. No complaining. No. What is this? This is gameplay, right? Yeah. Fuck. All right. So, fuck. I did say this before. Really think that I got the New Order. It was like super unique and different from modern shooters. It's not like Halo. It's not like Call of Duty. It's Wolfenstein. General things. Let's see. Oh yeah. So you can dual wield most guns here. Okay, I did something. What did I do? Wait, what's happening? Okay, and one of the bigger things about this is like this is what they'll try to push you. You get pipe. Wow, isn't that crazy? A pipe. Yeah, it's actually really cool. It does come in handy, as certain things happen in the story. And oh my god, fuck that. Okay. So I would definitely say this about the same thing about the New Order, and I keep praising the New Order because it was just so good. The gameplay took me by surprise. It's unique. You can see obviously you can lean like this, lean, but see you don't have to be against the wall. Look, lean. Look, it's like bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave, and then lay down. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh shit. What did I say? What else did I say? What else did I say? It's new and refreshing. And all that shit. It's really, really good. That said, there are parts in here and in the New Order where you do stealth and or guns blazing, right? So you do this. This shit's cool. So you can do that, but the thing is that a section like this is meant for, shooting, but there are some sections where it could be either, but it definitely seems like it caters more to stealth, especially, I feel like more sequences are made more for stealth, or that things are much easier in stealth, which kind of sucks, because I wish I could always do, this, right? But the stealth parts are good, and this parts are good, and so it's a really good balance of what it could also just be that I suck, whatever, I probably do suck, but it's a good balance between, especially for not being as long as the New Order, you still get all those sections where you can do either stealth, or you could go in with 2 shotguns, screaming America at the top of your lungs, because America. Okay, so next to the story, this is the most important part. The reviews I do go in order of least important to most important. And this not having multiplayer and being Wolfenstein, the most important thing, I guess, also with gameplay, is the story. And we've already covered this. This is a prequel to the New Order. So it starts out simple, and you play as something Blazkowicz. That's how you spell it. Goddamn subtitles. I wrote on Microsoft Word. Okay, it's spelled horribly on Microsoft Word. That's not the point. He's a British guy. So things are pretty okay, right? The whole mission was like, you need plans to General Death's Head's compound, which is the beginning of the New Order. It's easy, like, oh yeah, go in, get the documents, come out, but I skipped the part because I don't want to, go up to that point. This is not spoiling anything. You saw the opening credits, I think. Yeah, you try to get the documents, shit goes down, you get captured, we're in prison now, and look, it's the pipe I showed you earlier. This is where you get it. This is such a vital point of the game. Stupid pipes. They're not stupid. They're pretty cool. I like you pipes. Blazkowicz is the same guy in the New Order. I should probably, that's pretty simple. It's cool because, like, we also cover this too, is that it's like a dark and gritty atmosphere. Like, look at this. Like, I'm in a prison, and this prison, that big buff guy with the dog, like, people in here, they get fed to the dog, right? It's like, and it's not too connected to the New Order, other than it's like getting the information. So, like, the characters are unique in themselves, right? If you saw the guy Wesley, he's not in the New Order. So, like, different characters other than Blazkowicz.
Soldiers leashed up by those cables.
Yeah, see this? Like, dark, gritty, kind of weird shit like that? Like, the whole game is, like, full of cool things like that. But if you can see, whenever you start the game up, there's a zombie there, and spoilers? It's not really a spoiler, right? It happens later. Zombies. Scary. It's actually a pretty, like, freaky part of the game. I don't know. It's not... Actually, admittedly, it's a little freaky of, like, how did it go from... Look at what I'm doing. Look at this shit. How did it go from that to zombies? Like, I don't know. What else have we got? In the New Order, there's lots of collectibles and things you can find out the story of what's happening. Especially, the New Order is in the 1970s. It's post World War II, but the Nazis win. This is 1946, so you know things are like, oh my god, it's not the same. So there's backstory in there for Blazkowicz, but there's also more in here because this is him just, you know, slightly before that time. And so the story, everything is good. It does kind of end with like a, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's like, did you really have to do that kind of thing? But then it's like, you also realize that you fought Mecha Hitler at one point in Wolfenstein's history, so it all turns out okay. It is a lot shorter than the New Order. Oh, it's a lot shorter. Oh, damn it, he saw me. I think the New Order took me some 20 plus hours maybe, and that's a lot. That's a lot for a shooter, because stories aren't, or shooters aren't exactly known for their stories anymore, which kind of sucks. But and I did also say this earlier. I can't fucking see. I keep saying that. Since this was like 3 DLCs, just kind of pushed into one, and it's a standalone. It's shorter. It's shorter by about 20 hours. So it took me 4.5 hours to beat on the normal difficulty. So, you know, you turn it up, it'll get, you know, more difficult. I also completed 50% completion because I didn't, oh shit, I didn't get all the collectibles. Oh, do it, go, no. I did it, fuck you, fuck that guy, fuck stupid Nazi bitch. So 4.5 hours is actually like the length of like a shooter nowadays. So if you compare it to that, then it's like, hey, I just bought a game. It doesn't have multiplayer, right? But compared to the New Order, it's a lot shorter, and it's understandable because it's a standalone. That's not a bad thing. I think I said it before. It does a good balance between the stealth sections and shooting sections. Like if you see what I just did, right? I had to kind of like stealth my way around those giant robots so I didn't get totally fucked. And there's a stealth section coming up right here, where we kill innocent Nazi dogs. That's a weird sentence. I don't think I never thought would say that kind of sentence. So also not too spoiling. It's pretty cool. It leads directly into the New Order. So if you wanted to play the New Order, just you can go ahead and play it. If you wanted to play this, you play it for more story, because in the beginning of the New Order, it's just kind of like, hey, here we are, let's do it, and shit goes down from there. But all that said, it does an awesome job for a standalone game. Standalone expansion maybe, prequel. But the only part I really wish is that you spent more time in Cafle Wulfinsteyn, because you get like a taste of it, right? But yeah, that's a little spoiler-ish, but you get the advertisements will say return to Castle Wolfenstein, but the thing is you don't really spend a lot of time in there. You know, that's my only complaint about the story. Oh, fuck. Okay, so what's the final verdict on Wolfenstein: The Old Blood? You know, I really recommend you buy it if you really want something different, maybe even just a short break from your typical shooter. But The Old Blood is definitely meant for people who played the New Order and wanted more, like me. I loved the New Order. It was great. There's more backstory, more Nazi killing. Great. And it's also good if you like are on the fence of on getting the New Order, which you shouldn't be. You know, it's a good game. And you can get like a small taste of what you'll get in the New Order, and trust me, it's a long game. I was just surprised on how long it actually was for a shooter, because I was like, yeah, Wolfenstein, blah blah blah, whatever. The only downside I would see is the run, or the time, or the length, I should say. Just, you know, 4.5 hours is it's not bad, especially just for more. But then again, you know, you always go back for what is it, collectibles. And there's a lot of stuff. There's okay, I keep saying the same things over and over. I feel like that's what every review is. Backstory, blah blah blah. Backstory and like little informational things, I should say, that like give you just the general feel of the atmosphere
Inside the elevator.
the universe of Wolfenstein.
Roger that. Spotted.
But
Going in for the kill.
just final verdict. We'll leave it at final verdict. Buy it if you liked the New Order and if you want a small taste and if you want a break. But don't come expecting, you know, Call of Duty, right? Don't come expecting like multiplayer, because there is no multiplayer. But that's it. That's my review. Buy it if you want. I recommend it, and I also recommend New Order. Okay, bye. Fuck Nazis.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.